thanks for joining us tonight. My name is Joseph Ward, the organizer from Revere Youth in Action. Revere Youth in Action and the Revere Journal are pleased to be co-hosting this mayoral debate. The Revere Journal has been a community newspaper in the city of Revere for more than 130 years. The newspaper is published by the Independent Newspaper Group under the leadership of President Stephen Quigley and Director of Marketing Deb DiGregorio, a lifelong resident of Revere. The Journal is pleased to be partnering with Revere Youth in Action in sponsoring this debate and is grateful to the Revere TV Executive Director, Bob Dunbar, and his staff for televising this forum. The Revere Journal will be providing extensive coverage of the election in the coming months, leading up to the election day. The Revere Journal welcomes announcements, open ends, and advertisements in the newspaper and online. The Journal full print edition can be seen weekly at www.reverejournal.com. Revere Youth in Action aims to better Revere by creating a positive youth development space and encouraging young people to become self-advocates by organizing against racism, violence, and poverty. The three candidates running for mayor this year are seated from left to right in their ballot order. First, Cheryl Whitridge, then Dan Rizzo, a lifelong Revere resident, 6-year Navy veteran, 6-term Revere City Council, and current mayor of Revere. In addition to his public service, Mayor Rizzo has a bachelor's degree from Mayoral College in Business Administration and has been a long business owner in Revere. Mayor Rizzo is married to Jane Fitzgerald Rizzo. And Brian Arrigo, born, raised Revere resident and current Revere City Councilor. He is currently working at the MBTA and operating budget manager. Councilor Arrigo has a bachelor's degree in government from Suffolk University and has also worked with Washington, D.C. City Council. Arrigo and his wife, Devine Bolero, is expecting their first child, a boy, in the fall. Here are the rules. The order in which the questions are asked will be as follows. Candidates will pick a number 1, 2, and 3 and will give their opening and closing remarks in that order. Questions thereafter will be asked in a rotating fashion. This means that if the candidate was number 1, they will rotate to number 3, and if they were number 2, will answer the question first, and so on and so forth. Each candidate will have an opportunity to answer each question. Candidates will be allotted 90 seconds to answer the question and asked that round. There will be 30-second warning at the 60-second mark where candidates are encouraged to wrap up their questions. The moderator will make sure that candidates stay on topic and answer the questions during the 90 seconds and demand that an answer to the question be asked. Should a candidate finish answering their question before the 90 seconds allotted, the candidate can allow for the time to expire or simply yield the remainder of time back to the moderator. Candidates are allowed to ask the moderator for a clarification of the question or to repeat the question. Time yielded to the moderator does not go back to the candidate or any other candidate. This time will likely serve as time adjustment so that the debate ends on time, foreseeing that there might be any which was lost during the discussions because of clarifying questions, repeating questions, or any other procedural motions. This moderator will ask the candidate after they have answered the question if they would like to yield their time. Candidates do not need to, but are encouraged to yield their time to the moderators. Please remember that you are on live television and we ask that you respect the rules, fellows, candidates, moderators, and most importantly, your constitutes throughout this debate. The moderators for this evening will include Sue Ellen Woodcock from the Revere Journal and Juan Pablo Jaramillo from Revere Youth in Action.